Hello and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am the Crushinator, and today I have a Division A matchup between Gen.M Esports and Unity. We'll be going at it in a best of 3 today. Getting pretty close to the end of the regular season here. Some of these teams wrapping up their final games here. I checked the standings. Both these teams are definitely in the playoffs, just jockeying for position on final seeding. So we might see, some try-hard games as they go after the exact seed they want. We might see some experimentation. You never know. Sometimes games at the end of the season can get a little funky. So we just have to sit back and hope and see what they do. While you've got a moment, take a moment to throw a like on the stream, throw a like on the video, subscribe to the channel here, youtube.com/@KrushCasts. Let them know I'm all ready. And you can see not only the live streams here, but the edited VODs and the extra video content. So make sure you take a moment to do that, and we'll be ready to go as soon as the teams give me the readies. Let's go to the map select. See what we're looking at here. Maps banned are Alterac Pass, Battlefield of Eternity, Tomb of the Spider Queen, and Dragonshire. We're going to be starting things off on Infernal Shrines here for map number 1 as chosen by Gen.M Esports. Your cat's sitting under your screen above the keyboard. My cats will do that sometimes, but then they just stand up like the monitor's not even there and just completely knock it off. So they can't be up here. Okay, looks like draft is up. Let's jump in. Alright, we'll try this again. Unfortunately, one of our players had a power hit, so we got a substitute in there. See if we can run down the draft once again. Unity going to be first to act, as they reference their notes, reference their known history. Stop fiddling with the camera. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Seeing what's going on with their first ban here. Infernal Shrines, you're thinking about, map-specific picks. Mephisto and Tychus tend to appear here on Infernal Shrines. Garrosh going to be taken out first. Is a solid, consistent pick from Gen.M. Doing their research there. As Varian going to be banned out. No taunts allowed this game. See if there's any continued tank bannage here from Unity. I wouldn't mind just keep banning tanks and then grab something like an Anubarak first. Or Johanna, if Johanna tends to make it through. Junkrat banned away next. Very safe hero, super strong wave clear on Infernal Shrines for sure. Let's see what the last ban is here from Gen.M. There's a lot of power picks, especially in the healer department here, that they got to worry about trading out. They're going to just ban away Tracer and let the offlaners and healers land where they may. Kawaii going to go for that Johanna first. Probably the safest choice available. We'll see if it is going to be something like a Hog or Brightwing, Blaze Brightwing. Similar idea. Here from Patience and Leah Rice. Just taking the best available picks in each category pretty well in terms of, picks in a vacuum. We'll see if Hogger is in the cards here. Rhaegar the choice for Pina Colada. Ragnaros for Organized Chaos. An early Ragnaros. Interesting choice. Ragnaros very good at controlling late-game waves, of course. Going to be able to use that Molten Core cooldown to help on the objective. As Maiev banned out by Gen.M Esports. Brightwing Blaze already picked up. They've got their Johanna, so we might see a tank ban here if they want to eliminate one in particular. Anubarak's the one we see the most, but Muradin's fine as well. Diablo's still up. Diablo Blaze is a pretty good combo. Yeah, they're going to get rid of Diablo. Gen.M gonna need some damage here, along with their eventual tank. Duff McWhalen going for the Kael'thas. Not one that we see a lot, but can definitely punish melee-heavy drafts. We've already got Rhaegar Ragnaros, so we know there's going to be extra melee on the front line for Unity. Majesty going for Zagara. You know, I always see that and I go, you know, you're vulnerable to Genji. It's going to be a Zeratul instead. But they do have the Brightwing back there to potentially peel. So Lork going to have to watch out for that when blinking into the back line. Mango Man going for Vala. That is a lot of damage output between Ragnaros and Vala. Very heavy on the auto attacks. But can they get past the front line here of Blaze and Question Mark? Infofox, Anubarak Muradin are the two sort of main ones that we would expect. They're going to go for Dahaka, so we've got kind of a double bruiser setup here. We'll see if Blaze... I assume Blaze ends up being the main tank, as it were. Dahaka is an interesting choice. I guess they're going to be looking for Dahaka to go and drag someone past Johanna. Going for a little flank action. Kael'thas and Zagara, not great flankers, though. Leori's going to have to be a little careful out there. Here we go. Game number 1. On the left in the blue, we have Gen.M Esports. Infofox on the Blaze, Duff McWhalen playing the Kael'thas, Majesty on Zagara, Leorice on Dahaka, and Patience is playing Brightwing. On the right in the red, we have Unity, Pina Colada on the Rhaegar, Kawaii on Johanna, Mango Man playing Vala, Lork on the Zeratul, and we have Organized Chaos playing the Ragnaros. Game number 1 is underway. Blaze going for that new habits on level 1. Not one we see as often these days, as we tend to see Blaze in the off lane. But if Blaze is going to be up front and personal, trying to deal with that constant slow from Rhaegar and Johanna, having that unstoppable button could be pretty useful. Kael'thas going to be stacking globes on that Arcane Barrier quest. We've got Shadow Hunter here for Zeratul. And Puncturing Arrow, the choice for Vala. Lork discovered. Nice polymorph. Great job by Infofox to wait for Patience to hit that button, not overcommit on the charge there. That's first blood going over to Gen.M Esports. Now they're collapsing on Ragnaros. Manages to mount up. Drag does still connect, though. Organized Chaos. Thought they got out. That's a second takedown for Gen.M. Off to a great start. Usually the game plan when you're doing something like the Zeratul Ragnaros, you know you're waiting on your 16s, your 20s, as you're just trying to go even in the early and the mid game. And, you know, super early kills like that, it doesn't mean they're out of it by any means. It just means that they know where the bar is on the aggression and where they have to peel back a little bit. Coming on down, Ragnaros coming as well. Coming in for this fight, actually. Kawaii is going to control the point. Organized Chaos going into the backline. Big slam onto Duff McWhalen. Dahaka coming in is going to contest the point. Nice shield there from Johanna to move away, but Rhaegar not going to be so lucky. Zeratul wasn't able to come on down. Dahaka using that global, and that's a third takedown, as well as the camp take for Gen.M. I'm surprised Unity went for that, to be honest. Though Ragnaros nearly just slammed for a triple on the back line. So they were pretty close to taking that, but Dahaka able to come in time and turn that fight. A lot of damage here in the mid as a double camp is raining down the spears. First Shrine is activating. Looks like we got a Mortar Punisher in the bottom lane to start things off. Very powerful siege so far. Mid, down to just one tower. Bottom is bruised. As our shrine is getting ready to activate. Infofox looking for a possible jet propulsion opportunity. Organized Chaos going to be slowed down there. As here comes Kael'thas. Zeratul putting out some damage. The point and click on the living bomb is going to be pretty useful onto Zeratul here. As Zagar is not going to be able to do too much outside of attacking Polymorph. Big, oh my gosh, the bomb spread on the front line. Johanna goes down. Zeratul looks like they're out of tricks. Will be taken out. Vala falls as well, and we are up to 6 takedowns in the early game so far. Gen.M completely controlling the pace here. The living bomb popped early as Johanna went down and just landed onto everybody. Looks like we've got a disconnect here. Let's come back out to me. All right. Our player has reconnected back into the action here. We got the Mortar Punisher coming on out early. Has a somewhat significant deficit that Unity has to deal with now. But if they are shrewd in their defense and make sure that they don't give up a keep too early, they definitely have room to come back here. Ragnaros going to go ahead and save some health on this fort. See if it's enough to save the fort here. Should be. Fort is going to be saved. Camp picked up by Gen.M. Dahaka waiting on the top side for now. Infofox. Ooh, oh, just missing the Vala there. Very close on the connection. Level 10's about to be here for Gen.M Esports. See if they want to move out and create any pressure. Right now they're just working on their shaman camp. Haka working the top side. Looking at the heroic options, Blink Heal, Devouring Maw, Pyroblast, Isolation. Blaze still considering what the choice is going to be. Because we've got a Shaman Camp Steal coming up. Blaze still considering. Is it a combustion game? Organized Chaos. Oh, it's just going to walk right past Blaze. Actually juking Infofox for a moment there. We'll get away. Oh, Zagara actually taken out on the bottom side there. Committed the ult to try to get out. Was trying to clear that push. I didn't see the threat on the minimap until it was too late. But that's a pickup for Unity, and now they're going to get some good siege damage down here in the bottom lane. Blaze did ultimately pick up Combustion here. But now 10s are in for Unity. We've got the Might of the Nerazim, Lava Wave, Rain of Vengeance, Ancestral Healing, and Blessed Shield for the heroics of Unity. Johanna gathering him up, double stun with the Blessed Shield. Organized Chaos coming on in there, but here's the Combustion building. Gets popped early. Nice drag onto Organized Chaos, but receives the Ancestral. Going to be trading out Kael'thas for Zeratul there. And now they're looking for Johanna. Kawaii silenced by the Isolation. Going to be great cleanse there from Pina Colada. Kawaii is able to get away just after the stun hit. Unity definitely looking a little more even in that team fight there. Could be that heroics are going to favor them in these fights, but we'll see how this next one goes over the middle shrine. So we're looking at a Frozen Punisher next. Infofox trying to get away. He's already used the jet propulsion. Remember, no bunker here for Infofox. Zeratul is put in the Devouring Maw. Had the blink to get away. Uses the new habits. to avoid Johanna stuns. So our shrine is now activated. Oh, looks like we got another disconnect here. And there's the pause. Back into it. Johanna is indeed moving. Huzzah. Alright. Bottom fort goes down. Johanna rejoices in rejoining. And we're back to the action. Gen.M just painting the map blue here, moving around. Kawaii is going to spot this rotation to the top side. Looks like they're just guarding against an invader, possibly thinking about invading themselves. Infofox sees that the team's coming through. Unity wanting to force something here before level 16s. Leo Rice on the top side. Tries to get a drag onto Pina Colada, just missed there. Camp is stolen. A bold move by Unity pays off. Lava Wave going down the bottom lane here as Gen.M clears the top. That's poor Catapult. What do I do? Oh, it's finally firing. Good job, Catapult. Good job, Catapult. Unity picking up their Shaman camps as Gen.M achieves level 16 here. Only ahead about a level. Those two later takedowns by Unity providing significant catch-up experiences. Now they're going after that top lane. Infofox turns around with a combustion as the Pyroblast. Oh my goodness! Kael'thas makes them pay here. That's a double kill for Gen.M, and they're going to keep on chasing, but Pina Colada drops the totem. Lork was actually discovered there, but has a blink to get away. Very nice retreat and punish from Gen.M Esports. Top shrine should be called in just a moment. It's Dahaka. Is that elongated tongue? It sure is. The long drag here from Dahaka on 16. Tunneling Claw is a little bit more popular, but the elongated tongue can catch people off guard. They feel like they're out of range. Big stun there. Polymorph follow-up onto Zeratul. Lork in trouble. Perceives the Ancestral's going to try to go back in. Zagara trying to run away after a Devouring Maw onto 2. Zeratul is caught by Dahaka and taken down. Kawaii trying to move in and take a Majesty, but doesn't know where Majesty's gone. Zagara trying to wiggle away here and will do it. Zagara gets out, and that's a double kill for Gen.M. Organized Chaos might be stuck here, stunned and taken out. Mango Man trying to trade here onto Infofox. Managed to avoid the Netherwind. Top Shrine is activating. We got an Arcane Punisher coming on through. Unity. They've got their 16s, but looks like they might need more than that if they're trying to come back in this game. Haka thinking about just doing a steal here. Pina Colada sees it happening. Mango Man in the area, and that's enough to spook Leo Rice away. Another quick pickup on the objective here from Gen.M. They will be marching down the top lane. Going to clear the wave and move in here. Ragnaros dealing with the bottom lane pressure once again with that lava wave. Checking those gank bushes on the edge. Organized Chaos going up there, thinking about re-engaging onto Duff McWhalen. Kael'thas avoids the combo. Trying to take down the wall here. It's the Punisher getting wrecked on the keep. Combo goes out onto Mango Man, avoids most of the damage. There's the unstoppable charge. There's the combustion coming in from Blaze. Quickly interrupted, though. Majesty trying to move away. Lork working on Duff McWhalen. That is going to be Unity picking up there first. Drag from Leo Rice. Nice stun train, and that is Johanna going down. Silence onto Zeratul. My goodness. Leo Rice is absolutely owning on Dahaka here. Ragnaros going to be stopped and then becomes unstoppable. Are we going to get a drag? Oh, it connects again. This ability from Dahaka is not supposed to hit this often, but Leorice has an incredible percentage on these drag attempts so far. Gen.M ultimately taking the 2-for-1 there. They've got their 20s. Not going to be able to get the keep as Ragnaros defends. But they've got a little bit of time before level 20s are achieved by Unity. Looks like they're just going to run around the map and get all the camps. As one does. Right now, Unity. R is 5. Bottom lane cleaned up here by Ragnaros. Dahaka waiting to cap that until the lava wave passed. I assume Rag was going to go for the double wave on 20 to further, you know, extend their lane control. Right now, Gen.M, they know they've got a short window that they could fight here. Leorice steps up, is going to get stunned. Trying to get underground here, going to be cleansed. There's the stasis, there's the healing. Blaze jet propulsion does not connect. Mango Man slowed on the outside. Drag connects onto the Rhaegar. Both will be taken down. Rhaegar tried the Ancestral, but it didn't drop in time. Leorice, with the help of a quick cleanse, able to absorb that gank attempt, and now we might be looking at a core push. Drag lands and hits onto Ragnaros, who uses that that ability to drop underground. What's that called? Submerge. So it is Submerge on 20, not Double Wave. Organized Chaos opting for the defensive maneuver. 20 seconds left on our 2 downed heroes as the next shrine is activating. They decide not to go for the core here. Gen.M just going to pick up a camp and then go for the next objective. Should be no problem grabbing this Mortar Punisher. As Unity now back to full strength. See if they want to come in on this. They are riding forward quickly. They might be going for a fight. They know Vala and Rag are about to get here. Rhaegar arriving as well. There's a stun onto the front. They're looking at Leorice. Gets underground. Cleanse from Brightwing to get Duff McWhalen back. Combustion on the front line. Hops huge onto Mango Man. Kawaii in trouble as well. Organized Chaos gets away. Ooh, that's going to be Kael'thas going down, but Zeratul gets chased out as well. 2-for-1 so far as the objective goes over to Gen.M. Leorice trying to dig forward. Kawaii's mounted up. Gonna get dismounted there. There's the Iron Skin. Leorice trying to wait it out. The 3 remaining get behind the gate here for Unity. .4v3 with this objective. Middle lane's got a camp pushing in. That keep may be going down as well. Ragnaros taking over the structure. Going to be quickly knocked out of that Molten Core form, though. Kawaii polymorphed on the front line as the stun lands from the Blaze. Pina Colada forced to move away as the keep is now being targeted. Jumps out onto Ragnaros. Organized Chaos going to be stunned as well. Polymorph lands. No submerge opportunity. Ragnaros goes down. Bottom keep in trouble. Mid keep in trouble. Vala and Zeratul coming back, though. There's the jump. Leorice lands the dragon. It looks like Vala gets away with the cleanse. Combustion coming up here. Gonna put some damage, but no slow onto Johanna, as both keeps are now down. 72% on the core, as the Punisher is cleared. Gen.M not gonna risk it. They're gonna back off. All structures down on the side of Unity. No structures down on the side of Gen.M Esports so far, so it's gonna be constant catapults in all lanes for the rest of this game. Gen.M Esports looking for something here. Infofox still mounted. Slows down Zeratul, tries to get the jet propulsion. There's a slight collision in graphics there as the oil slick was kind of on top of, but kind of below the creep. Johanna trying to find Majesty to start a fight here. Lork goes in. Polymorphed on the backside. There's the stun from Duff McWhalen. Silence as well. The Pyroblast lands, and that is Zeratul to fall. Kawaii put inside the Devouring Maw, and now Unity is on the retreat. Camp pushing the bottom lane, and now it looks like Gen.M are thinking about the core. They've got 2 lanes of pressure here. Stun onto the front. Follow up onto Organized Chaos. Combustion comes out as Submerge gonna save Ragnaros. Just trying to siege this from a distance. Looking for a next pick opportunity. Organized Chaos gets away. Do they have a stun? They do. Polymorph comes out, and Ragnaros is down. Leo Rice pops and gets another huge drag onto Pina Colada. That is Rhaegar going down. And now Gen.M are going to knock down the core shielding and look to end this game. Mango Man just working on the edge. Leo Rice dueling there. Johanna goes down just before the core. Gen.M with a decisive victory here on Infernal Shrines. GG. A game plagued with disconnect problems for Unity. They started to try to come back in the end there, but the just overwhelming momentum of Gen.M Esports, too much to handle. Very well executed comp. Let's go to post-game. Check out the stats here. Majesty on the Zagara, nearly 80,000 hero damage in the end. Blaze actually with the most killing blows in the end there. Infofox, 9 killing blows on 0 deaths. For Unity, nearly 76,000 hero damage for Mango Man with that Q build. Check out the talents as we update the scoreboard, and we'll get ourselves ready for game number 2. Alrighty. We are going to Sky Temple here for game number 2. This one chosen by Unity, so Jen, I'm going to have that first pick. Let's jump into the draft. Excellent, excellent. Mr. Jin has moved to the back chair. What are you doing, Mr. Jin? He's busy. Gen.M Esports taking us to Sky Temple. Not one that we see an awful lot. Or, sorry, Unity taking us to Sky Temple. Tends to be sort of left by the wayside and forgotten, so it's interesting that we get to cast a game here. Will we see some Abathur? Stukov going to be our first ban, though. Been a while since I've seen a good Abathur versus Tyrande game. See if that comes to fruition here. Garrosh still the opening ban for Unity. Kawaii has moved to the bench for this one. Drunk Unicorn coming back in. Drunk Unicorn was actually the one that DC'd in the first draft of the day. And then Organized Chaos came in, so Unity with enough of an available on-hand team to make this match work, which I do greatly appreciate. Maiev Joanna going to be the other bans, and Majesty picks up Junkrat first here. And a quick Tracer response from Mango Man. Drunk Unicorn going for the Rhaegar. Solid Tracer map as there's a lot of roaming around. A lot of split focus that Tracer can take advantage of. Patience going back to the Brightwing. Leo Rice opting for Blaze. We'll see if that is indeed going to be Leo Rice on the Blaze, or if it's going to be another Swapperoo here in draft number 2. Unity looking across. See, Brightwing already picked up. Will they just ban the Dahaka? Just in case. We're gonna ban Diablo again here. Diablo does make Tracer's life pretty difficult, so I understand that one. Gen.M, they see Rhaegar, they see Tracer. I've already got the Blaze. Diablo banned out. What are we thinking here? Falstad could be one for boss control and for global matching. I'm gonna ban a Nubarak, though. Nubarak can definitely get back there and mess up Junkrat and Brightwing. See what the choice is here for Unity. Not too much in the wave clear department with Tracer. Rhaegar's okay at it, but could definitely use some extra. See if that comes through with these two picks. Cho'Gall. Well, that's not what you're expecting in the wave clear department, but Unity opting to go all in here. I was mentioning at the top of the broadcast that sometimes these games that don't mean quite as much for the playoffs, people can get experimental. And it looks like Unity has gone full Cho'Gall here. Duff McWhalen responds with the Greymane. Infofox going for Hogger, so it is going to be that Blaze tank again, as the infamous Blaze Hogger duo returns for Gen.M Esports. Pina Colada on the last pick. Gonna need something that can basically run the whole map. It's gonna be Dahaka for Pina Colada. It is doable. Well, well, well. I'm gonna have to tell Bahamut, because he's going to be very jealous that I got to cast Cho'Gall and he didn't. Oh, goodness me. Looking at the setup here, I mean, it's, you know, it's kind of a similar setup to the previous. Here we go. Game number 2 on the left of the blue. Once again, it is Gen.M Esports. Duff McWhalen on the Greymane. Majesty playing Junkrat. Leo Rice on Hogger. Infofox on that Blaze. And Patience playing Brightwing. On the right and the red, it is Unity. We've got Orgurk on the Cho'Gall. Pina Colada playing Dahaka. Drunk Unicorn on Rhaegar. And Mango Man is on the Tracer.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Orgurk has been called in the chat. Looks like both teams rushing for the vision here. Mango Man first on the jump is Leo Rice, trying to hold this point. Gonna do a little quad bounce as Gen.M Esports will ultimately win the vision. And therefore the map, because that's how this works. Quick stun there from Infofox. Polymorph follow-up. Now the rotations will commence here. Looks like Tracer going to be hanging out in the top lane for the meantime, while Dahaka sits bot. This is the curse of the Cho'Gall comp, is, you know, just because 2 players are inhabiting one body doesn't mean you don't have lanes to cover. So Tracer going to be hanging out up there for the moment. Looks like we might have ourselves a camp invade. Infofox coming across, seeing no one is on there just yet. Cho'Gall and Rhaegar coming on down. Double stun onto the front. Polymorph onto Rhaegar. Pina Colada trying to help. Gonna be trying to drag Duff McWhalen away. Tracer starting to make their way, but not too much they can do at this point. Camp steal is complete. Tracer on the edge here, going to be polymorph, no jet propulsion available, recalled on the spot. Patience in some trouble, going to be hit with the pulse bomb, and Brightwing goes down. First blood goes over to Unity. Majesty now working on the bottom siege camp solo here for Gen.M. Early game Cho'Gall still difficult to deal with, quite a lot of damage. Quite a lot of health. They weren't able to bully off that camp, but they did manage to get that takedown. Stolen siege camp is dealt with. So now the bruisers being worked on here by Leo Rice. Majesty helping out there for a moment. I wonder if we're going to see that charging fist range here from Cho'Gall. That's one that is always such a pain to play with. You feel like you've got Cho'Gall cornered, and then all of a sudden he's going across half the lane in one dash. It's a tough one to deal with. Unfortunately, I don't know what the talent's called, where the talent is in the tree. I just know it when I see it. Temple's getting ready to activate in the order of which we are accustomed. Top and mid will spawn first.
My magic flows through the temples. Guardian.
Right now, Gen.M choosing to control the middle. Blaze clearing the bottom, then coming to join the team. Now Orgurk to establish dominance here in the mid for Unity. Infofox, ooh, a little bit short on the jet propulsion. Drunk Unicorn using the Purge just in case. Tracer holding the top side for now, as Hogger comes up to challenge. Cho'Gall coming across as Hogger quickly having to retreat. Is that Boom Pow? No, that's just how far... I guess maybe the distance was aided by this zone here, but it looked like Cho'Gall went extra far. Weird. Mid's finished up there by Gen.M as now they're trying to control the top side. Cho'Gall knocked back, trying to engage there as Duff McWhalen wants to trade onto Mango Man. May have gone out a little bit too far here. Duff McWhalen, left to their own devices, will be taken out. So some good early game structure damage from Gen.M so far, but they don't have that level lead that they had in game number 1. Cruiser camp now being worked on by Unity. Mango Man chases Leo Rice for a moment. Possibly coming up in about 20 seconds here. We'll see if there's going to be any quick moves onto that. Stun onto Dahaka. There's the polymorph follow-up from Brightwing. Pina Colada skims the bush to get that movement speed and will get away. Big push on the top side here for Unity. Just committing completely to this fort. Looks like Leo Rice being dived onto there. Patient's going to come up to assist. Was wondering if they were just going to let Leo Rice back up and rip the boss as it was available, but they're going to try to defend the top fort. Greymane getting some damage in mid. Receives the danger ping and moves away from the rotation of Unity, and top fort is saved for the meantime. Looking for Mango Man. Recall on the spot. Jet propulsion already used. So Tracer going to be okay. Oh, Junkrat actually taken out on the low side. Picked up the camp, but punished by Unity. Unity has their 10s, and they're going to quickly jump on the boss. Junkrat not going to be in the area. Blaze scouting. They know they're seen by the floating eyeball. Duff McWhalen, Leo Rice in the area. They're going to challenge this. Brightwing is here. Junkrat is not. That's a lot of their zone control. First bullet comes out, going to hit. Polymorph lands as well. Orgurk receives the Ancestral Healing. Boss is still wailing on Dahaka before being reset here. Will it leash? It's starting to heal a little bit. Yeah, it is. Here comes the Riptire from Junkrat, dealing some critical damage. The boss will be abandoned. 10s versus 10s here. Unity picked up the Isolation, Twilight Hammer, Pulse Rounds, Twisting Nether, and Ancestral Healing. Gen.M, as they work on the bottom temple, got the Bunker, Blink Heal, Shockwave, Cursed Bullet, and Riptire. Augur on the top side trying to deal with Tracer push right now. As Cho'Gall looking to move onto the point, going to be stunned there by Infofox. Pina Colada coming to help as we got a 4v4 situation, but Tracer starting to come on down. Infofox and Duff McWhalen maybe in a tough spot here. Greymane tries to roll back to safety, going to be knocked out there by Cho'Gall. Gets on the correct side of things. Nice jukes there from Greymane. Hogger now coming to join the fight. Cho'Gall, I think, got that Surging Fist range. Avoids Infofox there. Here's the Unstoppable Blaze very low. Leorice gets the Shockwave. A quick shove there from Gall gets Orgurk to safety. Looks like they've run out of tricks. And Gen.M gonna wrap up this bottom temple. Does it take down the fort? Not quite. Unity up 3 takedowns to 0 right now. Slight experience lead, though the structure lead slightly in favor of Gen.M Esports. A little push in the mid here as Unity grabs their bottom siege camp. Infofox, has to get a globe. Luckily, Brightwing can come in for the save. Orgurk wants the boss once again, maybe? No, it's going to come across for a camp invade. Majesty sees them doing it, has the mine on the point. Pops it here, but Drunk Unicorn able to get on. Oh, Polymorph hits, so does the Cursed Bullet. Cho'Gall feeling fine, though. Oh, Hogger's actually taken out in the top lane there by Tracer while that scuffle was going on. Unity with their 4th takedown here. Looks like they are going to save the fort. Infofox is grabbing a chance to burn down middle fort, and it will fall. Double temple phase coming up. We've got sort of middle versus bottom here. See how the teams are going to split up. Duff McWhalen looking for an opportunity onto Mango Man here. Tracer moving up. Patience. Gets the... Oh, the polymorph! Oh, goodness. I know Patience was trying for it. Mango Man looked like they recalled just in time there. Because that was almost certainly going to be a shockwave follow-up and a takedown. Blaze could be in trouble here, catching everybody. Uses the bunker to create some space. Get back to safety. Riptire trolling around looking for something. Just going to clear that wave and put a little damage onto Cho'Gall. Dahaka just taking out the, or controlling the bottom temple for the moment. Pina Colada moves away, starts to Hearth. Duff McWhalen. Junkrat. Oh, they find Dahaka at the last moment. Pina Colada gonna be rooted, gonna be stunned, and gonna be taken down. Last possible second for Dahaka. That bar looked full. Dahaka is taken out. So a few shots going to be picked up by Gen.M. As mid is finished off by Unity. Both teams very even here. Dahaka down for another 10. Infofox looking for an opportunity here. Orgurk and Drunk Unicorn sticking together. Trying to control the boss. Looks like a simple camp invade going to be the choice. Cho'Gall coming through. Gonna get stunned there. Surging Fist, get back to safety. Are they just going to rip the boss? Majesty wants to start it here. Gen.M. They can do it quickly. Tracer showing in the top lane. Here comes Cho'Gall, Rhaegar, Dahaka. Tracer is en route. Can they get onto this point in time? Cho'Gall's going to have to Surging Fist onto the point, but is knocked away. Boss claimed by Gen.M. There's the Shockwave onto 2. Riptire lands as well. There's the Ancestral Healing as Cho'Gall goes into the Molten Block. Not going to have anywhere to escape to, though. Cho'Gall is taken down. Boss claimed by Gen.M. Now they're looking for Mango Man. One blink avoids this jet propulsion. A gutsy call from Gen.M. saving their knockback for the surging fist of Cho'Gall. Oh, Tracer in trouble. Recalls on the spot here. Infofox dragged into keep range, taking a lot of damage. Now the boss knocking on the keep door. Augur now coming forward as the boss down to about half health. Patience coming in. Now the wave is collapsing. Cho'Gall's about to be back. Gen.M decide they don't want any of that smoke and they move away. Augur's gone back to run the map here as our solo bottom temple is about to activate. We'll just watch the little activation animation. So subtle. Leorice finishing up top lane. It's now Unity. Seeing if there's a fight to be had, but it looks like Gen.M are just going to move around the map and say, you know, we're not going to take a fight. We're just going to siege. We've got the structure advantage. Let's push our advantage. Tracer has back. Cho'Gall and Rhaegar on the way here. The Bruiser camp is stolen. Top lane pushing with a catapult and a double Bruiser camp. Polymorph out onto Tracer. Mango Man moves away. Cursed Bullet. Or Gurk taking a big chunk there. Taps and we'll start to heal up. Stun onto the front. Molten Block denies the shockwave damage. Or Gurk receiving an Ancestral now after getting polymorphed. Those leaden orbs really doing some work here, though. Big stuns. Onto Gen.M. Stun onto 4 with that last one. Leorice taken out. Blaze pops the bunker to look for a way to move away. Unstoppable for the moment. Infofox tries to move out. Mango Man just running down Duff McWhalen, though. Can they trade? Greymane in trouble here. Wants to get some auto attacks. Rolls out. Tries to escape on the top side with that invisibility. And looks like, oh, did Greymane get out of there? Brightwing going to be taken down. Duff McWhalen, Hearthing in the top right. Mango Man? Guess is wrong. Greymane gets away. Right now, Gen.M actually down to their keeps as well. Boss up in about 2 minutes. Power of Cho'Gall starting to become apparent. Those stuns, very difficult to deal with, especially with the last orb, or the last Dread Orb drop being such a large radius. Cho'Gall thinking about moving in there, stunned by Infofox. Throws out the bowling ball of doom. Is the bowling ball the Dread Orb, or is the bouncy thing the Dread Orb? I can't remember. Pushed off the point. Infofox tries to move in. Uh-oh, Drunk Unicorn is separated. But Gen.M decide they're not going to chase past Cho'Gall there. 20 is about to be in for both teams. Leorice joining up in the mid here. Single temple activated. This could be a big moment for both teams. Infofox is discovered on the top side, has to pop the bunker, and here comes Gen.M trying to support. Infofox in trouble. He's going to stun and move away. Augur spins back to safety. Looks like they will reset. That was trouble. Unity nearly caught them there. Infofox trying to heal up. As Cho'Gall gets tagged with another Cursed Bullet. Not going to be stunned on the edge, though. Double Temple phase running once again. It is a double. I thought it was a single. Shockwave follow-up. Do they have what it takes? Oh, Cho'Gall gets taken out before being able to hit that Molten Block. Big news here for Gen.M. Gonna chase the last 3 members away. Starting to capture the temples here. Bouncy is Dread. Rolly is Runic Bomb. Thank you, Rektar. Temple shots coming on out. Top keep is going to go down. Mid keep is definitely going to fall to the double temple fire. Augur just has a fun moment here on the top side, spinning back and forth. Shouldn't be any shields going down, but that's the last structure. Now Boss is the play for Gen.M. Unity, they've definitely shown strength in these team fights, but as soon as Cho'Gall is up, they're going to have to pretty much just run in and take a fight, because the longer you wait on Sky Temple, the more impossible it is to come back. Infofox does connect. Recall used. Mango Man starts to move away. Shockwave hits, though. There's the polymorph. Do they have what it takes? No. Leah Rice trying to get another stun there, but Tracer got away. Here comes the boss through the bottom lane. Orgurk looking for a way to move back in here, throwing out those Dread Orbs. As the boss moves onto the core. Drunk Unicorn gets hit with the stun. Nice reposition there from Junkrat. Double stun there from Infofox as the core is starting to take some damage here. Drunk Unicorn has to self-ancestral, trying to heal up the team. Gen.M decides not to go in on it and moves away. Core is saved at 100%. Shielding was gone, but no other health taken down. Uh-oh. Big camp invade. Uh-oh. Orgurk caught them all here. Stuns are going out from the orbs. Leo Rice in trouble. There's the silence onto the front. Blaze goes down. Leo Rice and Duff McWhalen trying to move away here. They're going to catch Greymane, and that will be Greymane going down. Unity with the double. They're going to keep on running through here, looking for more. Drunk Unicorn with the grounding totem. Patience has one more blink heal. Leo Rice with the knockback. Shockwave to buy just a little bit more time. Patience, I don't think has any more blinks. Oh, had one more. Oh no, recalls into the trap. Mango Man in trouble. Tracer is taken out. Unfortunate there. I don't know. I'd have to check the tape whether Majesty threw that before the recall. But a well-placed trap, and now Tracer is down. Unity going to use this time to capture the available temples and buy themselves some more time. Boss is still a long ways away. As Gen.M picks up the bottom siege, Unity picking up the objective. Blaze and Greymane are back. Gen.M is collapsing on the mid-temple here. Gonna find Cho'Gall. There's the stun, there's the polymorph, but the shove from Gall able to get Cho'Gall away. Last few shots picked up by Gen.M, but not gonna do a whole lot. Rotating up to the top side here, Drunk Unicorn and Orgurk. Kind of out on an island here. Tracer is now back to Haka. Back at the base. Cho'Gall trying to get away. Drunk Unicorn is just left to perish here, though. Rhaegar goes down. Not sure what they were doing all the way out there. Rhaegar now down for 55 seconds. Cho'Gall able to pick up the bruiser. That will be quickly cleared by Gen.M. Without Rhaegar, they might just run around trying to pick a fight. Or they might just hang out and let the temples do their work for them. Though they don't have any keeps left either. So it's going to kind of come down to the last objective phase. Still over a minute out on the boss. Infofox trying to bait them forward. Slows down Cho'Gall. Oh, the Surging Fist just in time there. Cho'Gall mounts up and moves away. Rhaegar's about to be back. Gen.M holding down the bottom side for now. Unity are together, starting to come down towards the bottom side. This could be the big fight. Infofox split up right now. Pops the bunker early. Polymorph goes out onto Tracer. Pina Colada gets the isolation there, even though it was knocked back. Leo Rice in trouble, trying to move away. Turns around with a shockwave hit onto 2. Gen.M is trying to escape. Infofox, no bunker available, will go down. Duff McWhalen being taken out as well. Unity have their double, and they're going to keep on rolling here. Leo Rice, oh, got a tough bounce off the wall, and that is a triple for Unity. And it looks like they're just going to move in for the core. Top lane pressure is mounting, but it's not going to be enough to match the race here. Unity, fantastic job taking the last available team fight here, and they're going to go ahead and pick up the victory on game number 2. A well-executed Cho'Gall comp. Very nicely done. GG. Game number 2, going over to Unity there. Gen.M couldn't get the same sort of footing in the early game as they did in game number 1, but getting very even right down to the end of the map. And, yeah, great team fight tactics there from Unity. They pick up the victory. Let's go to the post-game. Check out the stats here. Majesty leading in all categories for Gen.M Esports. Top Siege, top hero damage, top experience soaked. Top hero damage for Unity going to Tracer, getting ahead of Gall there. Actually getting top experience as well with that Tracer solo lane. Take a look at the talents as we update the scoreboard to reflect the 1-1. And get ready for the next one. Alrighty. We're going to Garden of Terror for our final map tonight. Draft's up. Let's jump in. Alrighty. Cho'Gall banned. Can you believe it? Flip the table. That's okay. It happens. Garrosh also banned away here by Unity. Johanna removed as well. Pretty standard stuff there. Man, nose is itchy today. Gen.M considering their ban once again. Garden of Terror. I wouldn't mind a Rhaegar ban, honestly. We'll see what they're thinking. Junkrat might be more important. What will they think? Oh, they decide that Tracer was an issue. So they don't want to see that last draft happen again. Unity first pick opportunity. Will they take the Rhaegar? They will. Trunk Unicorn locking that in, saying thank you very much. Do we just see Blaze Brightwing? Do we just go back to the old faithful? If you're Gen.M Esports, I think you do. Junkrat Brightwing, breaking from tradition to take two heroes they've already played before in the 1-2. I'm sensing a pattern. Lork taking that Maiev that has been banned a couple times so far. Unity trying to break out all the stops here in game number 3. Organized Chaos goes back to the Ragnaros. I'm sensing some, I'm sensing a pattern here. Looks like these teams just trying to get on their best heroes and duke it out in this game number 3. Gen.M, let's see. Mango Man, no Tracer, Pina Colada. Yeah, I guess they could ban like Dahaka. I'm gonna ban away Vala though. Vala, I believe, was played by Mango Man in game number 1, if I recall correctly. Blaze banned by Unity. Great reactive drafting here in game number 3. See if Leo Rice maybe wants that Dahaka back, or if it's going to be a Hogger. Looks like Dahaka is the choice. And Infofox going for that Diablo. So our first Diablo of the day. Duff McWhalen on the last pick here for Gen.M. First, Unity needs to round out their comp. Need a main damage, we need a tank. From the looks of things, unless they're going to go off the game plan. Mango Man opting for Cassia here. Pina Colada goes for Greymane, so it's a Maiev Ragnaros in the front. Interesting. Very, very high damage composition from Unity. Not as much durability, but if they're looking for super fast fights, durability might not be what they need. Duff McWhalen on the last pick here. It is going to be the Kael'thas trying to punish the heavy melee once again. I was wondering if maybe it would be like a Chromie or a Hanzo, just to be completely out of range of Maiev, but Kael'thas can be pretty well back there, but you got to step up for that living bomb. But it worked very well in game number 1. All right, the comp's spicy as ever. Coming in here for game number 3. Here we go. Game number 3 in this best of 3. On the left in the blue, we have Gen.M Esports. Patience on Brightwing, Infofox on the Diablo, Majesty playing Junkrat, Leo Rice on Dahaka, and Duff McWhalen is on Kael'thas.
The gates shall open.
On the right in the red, we have Unity. Lork on the Maiev. Mango Man playing Cassia. Drunk Unicorn on Rhaegar. Pina Colada on the Greymane. And it is Organized Chaos on Ragnaros. Game number 3 is underway. Dahaka going for the health quest here on level 1. Kael'thas opting for globes for that arcane barrier once again. And no baseline quests to be had on the side of Unity. Mid-wave clear going to be quickly taken care of here by Gen.M Esports, as Ragnaros has already split into lane. That'll be quickly gathered up there by Majesty. Leo Rice looking for a drag onto Mango Man. Feels the heat, though, and moves away. Approaching the 1 minute mark, at which time all 6 camps on the map become available at the same time. Infofox jumping in there just to see if there's anyone solo in these right side camps. But still 4 members on the top side for Unity. Kael'thas and Brightwing going to be the ones working things on the side of Gen.M. Looks like the whole crew here from Unity just going to try to wipe out these camps as quickly as possible before getting back to lane. Majesty going to help out on the Bruiser camp as Ragnaros going into Molten Core form just to grab some of the XP here in the mid and knock out this mid camp. Rest of the crew rotating up to Leo Rice once again, trying to get that gank. I suppose, you know, an early Molten Core, might as well use it, get some value out of the cooldown. Majesty pushing the Bruiser lane bottom. Organized Chaos now responding.
You're just in time for the seeds of my vengeance to sprout.
Really focusing on the top lane here is Unity, stepping up to Leo Rice once again. Infofox. There's a stun and a drag at the same time. Maiev getting flipped back into tower range. Diablo able to use the tower to avoid the Umbral Bind. Top wall going to be taken down, but no kills there for Unity. Seed is spawning. Majesty cleans up the bottom lane here. Still sticking around. They really want to get to Dahaka here. They look to move into fort range once again. Patience staying in the area. No wave to push in, though. Drag does not connect from Dahaka. Seed point claimed by Gen.M Esports. Junkrat retreats to the bottom lane. Diablo going to come up and try to help defend once again. Leo Rice wants a drag. Goes and grabs a Rhaegar here. Infofox looking to body block. Drunk Unicorn just going to be pushed right into the backline once again. Nice pickup. And first blood goes over to Gen.M Esports.
A new seed is set to sprout.
Next point getting ready to unlock. Infofox holding it down here. Unity has their 7s now, as the next seed is getting ready to spawn in. Dahaka and Ragnaros dueling in the bottom lane for the meantime. Infofox going into the back, just slowing down Maiev. But there's the Umbral Bind. Infofox forced to step up here. Organized Chaos coming up. Patience in some trouble. Got the phase shift to reposition, but is in the middle of some pain here. Infofox going to be going down as well. Leo Rice did come up, but unfortunately is just going to have to run away here. Pops the Essence to try to move back to safety. Drag does connect. Greymane going to take a little bit of damage from this wave, but has the invisibility roll to move out. That shows that damage output potential from Unity. Uh-oh, Leo Rice avoids the Umbral Bind. Gets a quick drag onto Cassia. He's going to take a couple shots there. Uh-oh. Ooh, Lork. Ooh, not able to get an auto attack range on that one. Infofox. Oh, looking for Mango Man. Not going to get it, but does find a Maiev. Drag lands once again. Leo Rice is just an absolute menace today. That's Maiev going down. Infofox might be going down in trade, though. Here comes Brightwing. Gonna survive. There's the flip poly onto Pina Colada. Duff McWhalen coming up to try to get some of these light bombs. Oh my gosh. Living bombs out. Ragnaros will be picked off. All the while, Junkrat's having a lovely time playing solo Heroes of the Storm down here.
Go and get it, would you?
Just picking up an enemy camp. Let's do the Majesty Cam. What a lovely little game we're playing. Playing solo. Grabbing the camp. Oh lord, here comes Maiev. Never mind, I'm good. Alright, back to the Majesty Cam. Oh, I have a teammate. Hey, you want to group up? Alright. Looks like it's gonna be... Oh, point claimed there. The root comes out as well. Lork avoids the concussion mine. Infofox, uh-oh. In the pain zone. Gonna turn around with a massive team stun, though. That's the Riptire as well. Organized Chaos taking a ton of damage. Somehow Infofox is still alive. Finally goes down. But there goes 3 members and more. 4 go down on the side of Unity. Diablo lived an impossibly long time there, and now is coming back to the battlefield with a soul reset, and with all of those kills is actually back to 56 souls on respawn. Wow. I do not know how Diablo survived that long, but a massive apocalypse catches everybody, then the Riptire caught everybody. Gen.M. Looked like they were just caught, put their pants down. Then, wow, nice turnaround. Next seed getting ready to be captured. Unity in the area, coming on in. Leo Rice finds Pina Colada on the low side. Duff McWhalen following it up to get into tower range. Nice polymorph timing, and Greymane goes down. Now they've got the silence onto Maiev, who manages to jump up just in time. Isolation continuing here. Riptire jumping over the wall, looking for Maiev. Does Lork have enough health? Oh, the heal from Rhaegar comes through, and the Riptire does not pop. Organized Chaos knocks it down, but the objective is claimed here by Gen.M. They've got the 13 advantage. Now they've got the objective. Infofox going in there, going to contest the point. Lork in trouble. Maiev falls. Drunk Unicorn pinned in the corner as well. Gets in the mount form and runs away. Leo Rice, ooh, a rare miss on the drag there onto Organized Chaos. Still chasing forward, though. Do they have another stun? They do. That is going to be Ragnaros going down. Terror's pushing in the mid and the bottom lane as well. Bottom going to be cleaned up by Unity. Mid looking like it's going to be claiming the fort as Leo Rice supports.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
Tahaka. Jeez, another drag. Unfortunately pulled out of the apocalypse there, but there's the isolation. Can Majesty catch up? Drunk Unicorn gets there first and hits the Ancestral. Mid fort goes down. Diablo could be looking for Lork here. There's the stun, there's the Warden, but uh-oh, overpowered. Stunned on the edge of the gate. Riptire, not enough to take down Maiev. About 120 health left there. Good attempt, though, by Gen.M Esports. Objective is cleared away. Taking out all forts. A little bit of damage onto keep walls as well, as Gen.M Esports, once again, looking very much in control in the early game, similar to how game number 1 went.
March forth, my terrors! Uproot your enemy's defenses!
Unity, though, they know they pack a punch. They could just strike back with this high damage composition anytime they find an opportunity, so Gen.M Esports has to respect that. Things going out onto Junkrat. Oh, possible fight here from Lork, trying to pull in Leo Rice, but there's the drag connecting. Double tower fire. Maiev is going to have to jump out of that. Pina Colada going to be chased down here by the Pyroblast. Doesn't want to track it onto the rest of the team. Rayman going to survive. Pyroblast the only ult that's down, though.
I feel a siege.
Gen.M Esports just trying to keep their advantage rolling with those 16s. Infofox watching for a bottom lane rotation. But it looks like Unity heading to the top side. Just trying to guard where their seed is spawning in. Ragnaros was the only one who showed in lane, I believe. But it looks like it's going to be a quick cap here for Gen.M. Oh, they find Diablo in lane. Infofox not going to get stunned, though. Back to 1-1 on the seed points. Bottom lane, Keep took a little bit of damage from this stolen siege camp. Cassia going to be caught here by Leo Rice, pulling them back in. Diablo finds the stun. Follow-up is good from Kael'thas, and Cassia is picked off. The range of these follow-ups from Gen.M Esports have been very impressive. It seems like Diablo is impossibly far ahead, but spaces out the timing on those stuns, brings them into range for others to follow up. Lork, ooh, gonna be caught there. There's the overpower stun follow-up, and Maiev is down. Domination extra stun from Infofox is enough to lock up the Maiev. Unity definitely not going to be contesting this one. So it'll be 2-1 on the seed points here for Gen.M Esports. As they just keep their advantage high. Going to be up 2 levels here in a moment. Just grabbing all the camps they can, keeping up that lane pressure and keeping their vision advantage. Cruiser camp taken here. Infofox staying in range of the only remaining camp on the map. Uh-oh. Organized Chaos stepping up there. Infofox thinking about engaging. There's the move onto Diablo. Lork going into the backline. Going to be polymorphed here. Stun from Duff McWhalen. They're looking for Drunk Unicorn. Oh, the Riptire doesn't go off in time, but here comes the Pyroblast coming across the map. Drunk Unicorn will go down. That is going to be Greymane to fall as well, as Infofox looking to re-engage here. Apoc engage going to catch. Ooh, not going to catch. Fall to the Warden saves Maiev. Mango Man gets out of trouble as well. Extra stun. Won't be enough of an engage to find Maiev. Still 2 takedowns for Gen.M. Next seed point is getting ready, and they can have Garden Terrors in all 3 lanes pushing up pretty far. Top is going to be pushing in. Bottom is going towards the keep. This is going to be a pretty tough defense here from Unity. They will be full strength by the time they have to defend these. Ooh, Junkrat. Testing a little bit here. Maiev does not get caught. Terrors are spawned in. Bottom keep in trouble. Ragnaros top lane to Haka mid as 20s are now in for Gen.M Esports. Maiev puts Diablo inside the Warden's cage. Lork going after the backline, finds Duff McWhalen, but uh-oh. Big stun on the edge. Lork in trouble. Maiev is going to go down. Leo Rice chasing forward, hits the isolation onto Mango Man, and that's Cassia to fall. Another 2 takedowns for Gen.M, as now bottom keep is down, mid keep's going to fall. They've got a camp in the mid, they've got a Garden Terror. They're going to look to end here. Organized Chaos push back into the Chaos. As here comes the Pyroblast, and Rag goes down. Only 2 here on the defense. Core shielding is now gone, and this is going to be the game and the series. Going over to Gen.M Esports. Very nicely performed there. Greymane falls. They're looking for Rhaegar. Drunk Unicorn gets back in the base. GG. Nicely done by Gen.M. Very nicely played. Unity looked like they were fighting their way back in there, but needed to win a few more team fights than that. Fortunately, the late game Diablo power spike of the domination, that's just that little bit of extra stun time, was enough to find picks they weren't finding before, and Unity gets shut down. Solid attempt though, but well done Gen.M Esports. Let's go to the post game. Checking out the stats here. Duff McWhalen on the Kael'thas. 48,000 hero damage in the end on a 0 death performance. Very nicely done. Organized Chaos on the Ragnaros, leading in all categories for Unity. Nearly 40,000 hero damage. All the wave clear you could want with a Lava Wave Rag. And of course, all the experience gained to boot. Take a look at the talent builds as we update our scoreboard, and we'll see if we can get an interview with our winning squad.
Hello.
Hello, hello, Patience. Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you. And thank you for casting.
My pleasure. Bit of a back and forth here in the series. Game 1 and 3, very decisive victories there for you guys. But Sky Temple, Unity 3, a little bit of a curveball with the Cho'Gall comp.
Yep. It certainly was.
Was that something that you thought, like, oh, they're just messing around, we'll be fine? Or did you know at the beginning it was going to be, serious business? Or did it become apparent mid-game that this was a real comp from Unity?
We knew that it could be deadly once, especially with 16 Rhaegar slows, and then the stun circles would be kind of deadly. But we also, there was a couple of things. If you guys didn't know, Fox really hates Cho'Gall, not just playing against, but playing it too. And then we are not very fond of Sky Temple as the map either. So it was like just the perfect storm against us, I guess.
Well, it came right down to the wire regardless there, just a team fight not going your way in the end. But, yeah, Infernal Shrines really, really shining there versus the late game scaling of Zeratul, and then Garden of Terror just running all over the map and, catching those picks at the end. Was the Maiev main tank something, was that the reason for the earlier bans? Was that something you were looking for, or did you kind of get surprised that there wasn't a traditional tank alongside the Maiev?
We knew from a little bit of scouting that they did have a Maiev player, but I'm not sure if we expected that to be the main tank. And I know Fox has experimented with main tanking with Maiev in the past, and I guess he kind of knows ins and outs of how it's going to go if Maiev has the main tank, so I think that was to our advantage that game.
Okay, yeah. I think especially once Diablo got that extra stun on 16, it seemed like that was just enough extra stun time to really find those kills.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I definitely noticed throughout this series, Leo Rice on the Dahaka, a massive success rate on the drag attempts. Not something that I see a lot. Is that something you've been able to bust out a lot this season, or was it just kind of the go-to for today?
I think that was kind of the go today. It's one of Leo's favorite heroes as well, I think. And when he played offlane for us for team name last season. I think there were some comments about how people couldn't get away from him. So yeah, he knows, we know, and he knows that he can land the tongues, and then we know to follow up after that. So that really worked out for us.
Very impressive showing indeed. Was this your? I think this was your last regular season game, right? Or do you have one more to come through?
Yeah, this is the last one.
This
I
is the
think
last one. Okay.
right. I think the team that we're supposed to play against next week, we drew, unfortunately. So
Yes, that's right. Okay, I remember InfoFox saying so in the coin flip.
Mhm.
So, yeah, definitely in the playoffs. We'll see what seed you land in and who your opponent's going to be. But are there any rematches coming up in the playoffs that you'd like to see, or opponents you'd like another crack at?
I think we have been playing NGS and casual competitive HOTS for a long time, so we do have a lot of friends in the div. So we would be happy to play against any of them. I think Ektar actually said after our last game, "See you in the playoffs." So maybe we'll play against them. Um, but we'll see, as you said, once the seeds are out.
All right. Well, thank you very much for coming on by. Congrats on the win, and the floor is yours for any final shoutouts you'd like to make.
All right. So one thing to mention before the shout outs, I don't usually come for the interviews. It's usually Madge or Fox, but I totally butchered the interview that I had with you. I think a few seasons ago,
Oh yeah.
because I was too distracted for winning the Nexus division. So this was a bet. If Krush casts our game and if we win, I have to show up for the interview. So here I am.
Well, you did an excellent job.
Hopefully I redeemed myself. Anyway, thanks to Unity for a great games tonight. That was really fun. Sorry to have you guys deal with the DC issues and power issues, but I'm glad that we made it through. And thank you, Crush, for casting our game. And of course, shout out to the entire team. We actually have two subs. In addition to the roster that played tonight, we have John Bunny and BMed as well. And they're always available and willing to show up whenever one or two of our rosters were not available. So shout out to the entire team. And thank you to NGS for hosting tournaments like this every season. And yeah, once again, thanks to you for casting the game. We love your casts.
My pleasure. Glad to do it. Patience. Congrats on the win once again. Look forward to seeing you in the playoffs.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
You as well. Bye.